Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So on today's video, we are going to be doing something that I've been looking forward to for absolutely ages. And we're actually going to be basically reacting to the Nintendo Direct announcement for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I'll be honest, anytime these Nintendo Direct, the PlayStation 1, I can't remember what it is, anytime they all come on, I always watch them, and I'm always sitting here like, oh wow, and I'm always reacting to it. But I've just never actually set up the video to do a reaction. So I thought, do you know what? Because the Switch 2 is going to be such a big talking point, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do a reaction to it. So it is just coming up to, so we've got about 4 minutes until the actual event starts. Now, I will be honest, over the last couple of days, there have been a steady stream of leaks around the Switch 2, but I have specifically avoided them because obviously I wanted to film this video and I wanted to have a genuine reaction, shall we say, to what is going to be announced. Now, what do I think is going to be announced? I am 99% sure we'll get a release date, we'll get a price, and yeah, we'll also see some games that will either be dual release between the Switch 2 and the original Switch, or we will get, I think they will focus on just Switch 2 exclusives in this video, because obviously we did have the Nintendo Direct last week that covered the sort of Switch 1 games that were coming out this year. So we had things like Metroid, Tamagotchi Life, and things like that. So I think in this one we're going to see just exclusives. Now, out of those exclusives, obviously I think an easy one to call is going to be Mario Kart, because we've already seen that in the announcement trailer for the Switch 2. But what else do I think? I honestly don't know. To be quite honest, before last week, I would have said that Metroid Prime 4 was going to be a Switch 2 exclusive. I was absolutely gobsmacked last week when they announced that in the Switch 1 Direct. And I will admit, actually, I thought if they were going to announce it in last week's video, it would have been the end bit. But no, this was like literally within the first sort of third of the Direct. So yeah, I was really surprised with that. But yeah, I think we'll definitely see a Mario Kart. I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to see a Zelda. Because what we're looking at, a little under 2 years since Tears of the Kingdom. Little over. I can't actually remember when it came out. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get a new Zelda. I think if we see anything Zelda-like, it will be a remaster of Tears of the Kingdom with like graphic upgrades and things like that. But if I'm honest, that isn't going to be needed. So yeah, I am eagerly waiting, shall we say, on what the what games are actually going to be announced. I'm hoping that it's not just going to be a stream of re-releases or remakes. I'm hoping that we are going to see. And all right, let me switch over to the other feed because we've got our 1 minute countdown. So I'm just going to chuck my headphones on. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see, won't we? But it'd be interesting to see whether they lead with the release date and the price, or if they are just going to focus on the games first, and then they'll give more information on the actual console itself later on in the presentation. So less than 20 seconds now, and we're going to find out about the Switch 2. Obviously, we know about the console itself because in the announcement trailer we saw what it looked like, features of the console and things like that. But yeah, let's get into it. So straight in with the games. Okay, no. That's a new intro to the Direct. Not seen that before. Yoshi's. Oh, this would be Mario Kart. Yeah, see?
It's a goal!
I will admit, I am really glad we're getting a new Mario Kart. I think they've definitely dragged the life out of Mario Kart 8 for a little too long. I will admit, the tracks are looking really nice. Well, admit, I do hope that we do get to see some actual gameplay running on the system as well, because so far, sort of everything we've seen have been these sort of animated sort of gameplay videos. Okay, so that looks like a slightly different. Oh, okay. Different outfits and things like that as well. So that is not something that I've seen before. Where we going? Mario Kart 9? No, Mario Kart World. Okay. Yeah, could be.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Will it be a launch title,
Depending
though?
on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Okay. I mean, this is the track that we've seen previously.
In this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Definitely looks like there's a lot more.
24 drivers in each
Yeah,
race.
24.
The most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Okay, so a bit
all
of
the
a
way to the finish line?
bit of a different take on the sort of standard elimination. Free roam.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Wow.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
That's a brilliant
You can
idea.
also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations. A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day
launch
as
title.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh!
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct.
I thought they just leaked the release date then.
In the future.
No, I will admit, that looks quite impressive.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
It's going to be the mouse.
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
Capture.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
So it's going to be for clips, gameplay capture.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo! That was me. That was you. So quick.
Okay, Nintendo teams.
Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on, no.
Oh.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, missed you.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah?
Yeah, follow me.
Okay.
For an adventure.
Yes, to be quite honest,
While
it's
using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right?
no, I'm sorry, I don't believe
It
that.
can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Look at this. Jump on here. All right, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a...
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow?
I don't know about that. Don't think that's going to work as they're sort of promoting
and you
it.
can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job. There we go, there we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really? They can do that?
Can do it? You guys, I just did it.
Oh, I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
See, I think this will be a feature that will work well at launch. I don't think that mic will work like that. But I think as the games get more complicated and use more resources on the system,
You can
I
chat
think,
to your heart's
yeah,
content,
it will start
even while playing different games.
sort of, it won't perform in the way that they're promoting now.
Oh, wow. I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a star.
That's so cute.
So cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen,
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
or expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above that.
So I wonder if that game share will be something that you can just view, or if you've actually got to be in a game with someone.
wall ride.
Okay.
So everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. Wait.
Okay, I think we have to try.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay. Sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And
Okay,
there's this.
yeah, I thought they'd be bringing a camera.
By connecting this camera to the system,
Hey!
Hey, what's up? Hello. Yo. Nick.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
you can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Yeah, the way they had that set up, it looked like that there was going to be some way to capture
Here's how
Catch
it
you.
works with just the camera feed.
I'm way behind, guys.
There you go. I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we could be getting that actually, a new Mario Party today.
I'll let you fix
Go a
it.
little more this way.
Using Game Chat. Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games.
I'll definitely
Chat
say
while
it's a
playing your
step
personal
up
favorites.
from what you get on like the PlayStation and
Decide your own rules for
Xbox
a retro
One.
game competition.
I'm
Or
actually
hold a
say that. I'm
sports competition
assuming.
between families.
I don't know. I've never actually used a camera on
All together,
any of those other consoles.
Anytime, anywhere. Game Chat.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends, almost as if you're all playing together in the same place. The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
I can see the benefit of it. It's not something that I'm
Nintendo Switch Online membership
sort of
will
massively
be required
interested
to use
in.
Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out.
Okay.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends. On Nintendo
Crossplay.
Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share.
Okay.
As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system.
That's
You can
really
share a
good.
game with up to
I
3
like
other
that.
systems at a time.
Yeah, that is
Game Share
impressive.
also supports online play with other
There's
Switch
no
2
one else
systems,
has really
and
sort of
you can
done
use
this.
it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier.
So what we
Game
got?
Share
Captain
can only
Toad,
be
Mario
used with
Odyssey.
compatible games. This feature
3D
is planned
World.
for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you
That
the
didn't work
Nintendo
too
Switch
well.
2 system itself.
Please take a look.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
So this is the thing, they're comparing it a lot to the original Switch though.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles. The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
I will admit, these are
Strong
still a
magnets
worry
keep
for
the
me.
controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your
Okay.
controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Oh, okay.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Yeah, that's a better idea.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
Yes, but will they have drift?
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
I'm just not convinced with that. Really not.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you. Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Will that charge though?
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Yeah, okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution.
Yeah,
for
so
compatible
same
games.
as the OLED Switch
HDR
dock.
is also supported in TV mode. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Yeah, okay.
On Nintendo
Some
Switch
Nintendo
2,
manual was
you can
forwarded
play
for-
Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical
Oh, okay,
and digital
so-
games are supported.
I thought I thought it was complete backwards compatible. It's not. So I might have to have a look in a little while, see if we can see the compatibility list, see what sort of games are not going to be supported.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour,
Okay.
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
So this is like their Nintendo Life sort of game for the Switch 2.
There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system.
Oh, no.
A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
Yeah, but will they peel the button off over time?
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about
Oh,
Nintendo
no,
Switch
I'm
2.
not. Oh,
Another
no, I'm
example,
not
the Joy-Con
confident
2
in that.
controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. so please check it out if you're interested.
As a paid digital game, who is
I'd like to share
gonna
some
pay
more
for that? I'm
information
sorry.
regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
That
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards,
okay.
but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
So what's to stop me putting it in a
Next up
Switch
is
then?
additional storage.
So just it'd be software
Switch
locked.
2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Okay.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
But will the previous one work?
In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where
Okay,
the
so what
three
we'll
of
do
us
is we'll
will
jump
talk
over.
about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see whether the Pro Controllers
And
are
now,
cross-platform.
the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Here we go.
Nintendo Switch
November.
2 launches on
June.
June 5th.
Okay.
We're very much looking forward to the day
Okay,
when we all
not
get
too
to
bad. So
experience
what
it.
we got?
So please wait
2
just a bit
months.
longer.
Just a little over 2 months.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play
So
on
a bit
Switch
like what
2,
they've done on
and
some of
more.
the like PlayStation and Nintendo.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree.
I did
Please
say
take a
Mario Party, just not in a way.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your voice, and compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound.
So basically, the camera will have
Take a ride on the
motion
mouse-controlled
capture
carnival
abilities.
coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When
So
you
they
enter a
seem to
pipe,
really
a
be going
minigame
into
will
the
begin.
mouse
There's a
mouse
bouldering
sort of
game where 2
functionality.
players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
Be interested to see
Enjoy
how
the thrill of
long,
these intuitive
like
minigames.
long term,
How
the
quickly
mouse
can you
support
reach
will
the
be.
station? From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Okay, so probably that's how they're going to do most of it. It's going to be upgrade packs.
Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions.
So I'd be interested to see if they allow developers to actually have like a free upgrade like they do on like PlayStation and Xbox. Breath of the Wild upgrade, yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of
No,
Zelda
Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics. Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
You're getting sat-nav for Zelda.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game. We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
I'll be honest, sort of watching that, there's nothing there that would make me pay to upgrade it. Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
You'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
See, now that's the thing, if they're adding sort of more story beats, then...
takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
I'll be interested to see what they're charging for these upgrades as well.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
So if it's a couple of quid, then yeah, I can't see people not doing it.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yeah, will this is what I want to know, is this going to have a physical Switch 2 edition?
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
I like that.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in Full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
I will admit, it's a game that I'm definitely getting.
Pokémon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Yeah, I will admit, I had no intentions of buying Pokemon on the original Switch.
You just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
Thank you, Nintendo.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
Not really anything to say about that one.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
Yeah,
Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair.
Ooh!
You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you.
But how scaled back is it? He's looking at the specs they brought up earlier on. You can do, what was it? So for Metroid, they had the specs up. I think that could be alright. Tarnished edition.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasabin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to
Oh, wait a minute, I've not played any of the Hades games. I know there's quite a lot of people that do enjoy them.
Getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Resident Evil.
カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルは
Yeah. Wishful thinking, Street Fighter.
本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2
To be honest though, if it's got the specs that they're saying, they should be easily be able to have Resident Evil 4 remake on there.
収録した Years 1-2 Fighters Edition の2バージョンを。さらに
Or they could be about to tell us about the Code Veronica remake that we all want.
2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Yeah, wishful thinking.
Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome! This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you.
I'll tear you apart!
All children bring hope to our lives, don't they?
Never heard of it.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this, if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be
First date of 3 and 4. Be interested to see how they put in the new controllers.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Bond. Yeah, Bond.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Okay.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪
It's quite impressive actually with the number of titles that we're going to have on launch day. I'm just hoping that most, if not all, are going to be physical releases so we can actually pick them up with the console.
今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
So it's going to be another game that's going to focus on sort of Zelda instead of Link. Oh, Hyrule Warriors, okay. Yeah. So not going to be a release title. I think that's our first non-release title for today.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh!
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon, and Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2.
Wipeout, okay.
A world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
Okay. That will definitely. I think that will definitely sell.
With clearer image quality and higher resolution than
Switch
the original
Online
releases.
Plus subscriptions.
You can also check the controls for each
personally,
title and customize
I've
them to your liking.
I obviously collect GameCube, so
more titles will be added in the
oh,
future.
Gale of Darkness, Chibi Robo. So they're adding all of the expensive titles to Switch Online, which is good.
GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access Game Chat.
Okay, I think I'll be getting that.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, yeah, that is going on the shopping
Whether
list.
you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2.
So is the GameCube, was that, I missed it. Is the GameCube going to be exclusively as Switch 2? Undertale's parallel story, okay.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox.
Yeah, Borderlands.
Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made.
I will admit, I'll be
Borderlands 4 will
eager to see.
2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi,
I'll be interested to see if the mouse control becomes a standard
We're releasing
feature.
the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line and sinker.
What's happened?
Tastes amazing, doesn't it? Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top.
Hello.
Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time, for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Let me refresh to see if it's me or if it's the stream.
It's an aim for the Gungeon's depths in
No, it is a stream.
Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some
Oh, come on, we want to see what's going on.
We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
Let me see if it is just trying something else. Ah, there we go. They fixed it. Sort of. Seen this. See, it's not just my videos.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
Okay. Yeah, 2077.
スクエアエニックスの浜口です。Nintendo Switch 2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を
Okay, so unfortunately we can't see the subtitles, so we don't know what's being said.
FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Okay, we're back. All right. It's good the fact that we're also getting a longer sort of time scale with titles as well. That will be a good game. 2 Points Museum or 2 Points Hospital will be good on the Switch too, I think. But yeah, being able to see that it's not just the launch day titles that are talking about, they are talking sort of for the rest of the year as well, which is good. That looks quite good. I will admit, I am hoping now that we've got the actual launch date, I'm really hoping that today we do get the price. I'm reckoning around the £400 mark. I'll be shocked if it's less, and very surprised if it's more. I think. Okay. New Professor Layton. Tamagotchi Plaza. Never played anything like that. Humans Fall Flat. I think I've played that. The original one briefly.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
I give you
Castlevania?
my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Dark Souls based in London. I still got no clue what it is.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood. Will flow for one, and one alone.
Okay. I think that's our first 2026 game that they've announced.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
Kirby Air Rides? Okay. Yeah, not displeased at that.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
Yeah, I'll
Next
definitely
is our
pick that
launch
one up.
trailer for today. Please take a look.
Got 2 minutes left. I don't know whether they're gonna. I really hope they tell us the price. Donkey Kong. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute.
A brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch.
Okay.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
Download only, though.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
How much?
We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Well, what can I say about that? So I will admit, as we were going through, I was making notes. But yeah, that bit right there, no price. So you're giving us a launch date that is like 2 months away, and you're not telling us how much it's going to be. So I'm hoping that we're going to start seeing some pre-orders availability come out, and yeah, we can get on and get even a vague idea of price, because yeah, I'm just, I was really hoping for a price. I really was. But going back over it, so there was a couple of things a couple of concerns and a couple of bits that I actually liked. So first off, I'm just looking at my notes here. So I know when they announced the when they announced the Switch 2 in the last trailer, there was a lot of concern online about these magnets that are holding the Joy-Cons in place. And while they did address that in the presentation, saying, oh yeah, they're super strong, and then the very next bit they're telling you that essentially the Joy-Cons are attaching to the main system using the Z buttons on top. And I'm like, I don't see how they could engineer them in a way that they're not going to be put under strain. As I say, I might be wrong, and obviously the people at Nintendo that are designing the Switch 2 are probably a million times more intelligent than me. But yeah, that to me just seems like a major point of failure. So yeah, bit concerned about that. I was also surprised that they didn't mention anything about the Joy-Cons having new technology or anything like that, like as in the thumbstick, sorry, having new technology, as a kind of way to sort of reassure people that the thumbstick issue with the previous Switches wouldn't become an issue on the Switch 2. So yeah, bit worried about that, whether they're just rehashing the same tech that they've used in the other Switches. Then the upgrade packs. So it pretty much seems of all the games that we saw in the presentation that were talking about a Switch 2 upgrade for previous gen games, they were all talking about this upgrade pack. So it is going to be very crucial to the success of those upgrade packs as to, one, how much they are, and two, the other question that I actually literally only just thought of was, if I've got, so say for example, we want to play Tears of the Kingdom on the Switch 2. Will that still work just without any of the enhancements? Or will it not even work on the Switch 2 unless I buy that upgrade pack? So yeah, there's a lot of questions around the cross-gen support and these upgrade packs. So I think they definitely need to give us a bit more information on that. What they did say is, I think it said later on today the website will go live. So I'll probably have a read about that tonight, and then maybe put out another video tomorrow, just going through what I found with that. So yeah, I will admit the upgrade packs are a bit of a concern for me as to sort of how much they're going to impede the backwards compatibility. It was a good thing to see, though, that all of the games that are being sort of re-released on the Switch with upgrade packs were also coming with physical versions. So yeah, it's once again, there's going to be I've got a lot of questions around these upgrade packs. And yeah, I think there's definitely some answers that we need to get for them. It's good to see that some of the big sort of next-gen titles are coming to the Switch too. So they mentioned like Hogwarts Legacy. They mentioned Cyberpunk 2077. Not that we actually saw any of the footage for it. But yeah, so it's good to see them. And I will admit, when you looked at the portion of the presentation that went into the specs for Metroid Prime, you could see that it said there that you could run it at, what was it, 1080p, 60 frames, or you could go to performance mode, which would run it at 1080 in 120 frames. Obviously, that is docked. That went down considerably. I think performance mode went down to 720p with 120 frames in handheld mode, which yeah isn't going to be a massive deal. Really, really impressed to see that they're finally bringing GameCube to Switch Online. As I say, I have never had a Switch Online account. It's not something I've really got much interest in. A lot of the games that I play, I want the physical in the collection. So while it's not something that I'm going to be interested in, there's definitely going to be a lot of people out there that want to play some of the old Switch games, some of the old GameCube games that it will definitely be appealing to. And seeing some of the titles that they were putting in it, not necessarily on release, but over the next sort of little while, as I said, you were seeing a lot of the expensive games on the GameCube come into that. So yeah, that'd be great to see some of those sort of games coming to a new audience. Then, right, the other note I've got down here is about this mouse functionality. So there was a couple of times it got mentioned. And I will admit, the one that really got me and really stood out to me was the fact that you could use it with Metroid Prime. So you could have one Joy-Con for controlling, and then you could actually use the other one as a mouse for your gun and your aiming and everything like that. That looked amazing. Absolutely superb. I was already sold on Metroid Prime, but now, yeah, 100%. But I will be interested to see if the other developers adopt that as a feature with other first-person shooters that they bring out. So obviously we had Borderlands was where I was really thinking about it. Is that something that they'll do on Borderlands? And then obviously we did see Civilizations after that as well, which would also utilise the mouse functionality, which, to be quite honest, I fully expected. I think games like that, and I also mentioned 2 Points Museum, things like that, I think they'll all have the mouse functionality. What would be interesting to see is if any of these developers, through the upgrade passes, actually add mouse support to some of the other games that were released on the Switch. So if there was for example, 2 Point Hospital on the Switch, would they bring that out? Would they redo it to have mouse support? So yeah, there's still a lot of questions about sort of what the developers are utilising and what they're not. But yeah, definitely like some of the options that they've put in place. Obviously, we saw right at the end there the new Donkey Kong Bonanza. I like the fact that it's got some 2D aspects in it as well. I don't know how I feel with regards to a sort of 3D open world Donkey Kong. It very much gave me the feeling of Mario Odyssey, just with Donkey Kong. So yeah, I'll be interested to see a bit more into that and sort of how it plays. But then going down to the actual console itself. So we did finally get the release date. We might not have got the price, but we did get the release date. So that is the 5th of June, 2025. And yeah, absolutely over the moon. So we've got basically a little under 2 months to wait for the Switch 2. I will be interested to see when places start opening up their pre-orders. So yeah, I'll probably have a look this afternoon, see if I can sort of find any information about anywhere that's setting up pre-orders. But yeah, I will be getting mine pre-orders as soon as I can, because I am interested to basically have a look and get hold of some of the functionality that is built into the new console. I think with regards, and this is something that I noticed in the announcement trailer, with regards to the actual design of the console. So the big thing for me is the stand on the back. So you've basically now got just a sort of strip of metal that runs round to create the stand. Whereas I think they've gone backwards on themselves a bit. So obviously the stand that come with the original Switch, yeah, that was flimsy, wasn't all that great, and yeah, it wasn't really fit for purpose. Then when we brought out the OLED, it was a complete panel on the back of the Switch. And I'll be honest, sort of playing my OLED, I've never had a problem with the stand. And I fully trust the stand as well. This one, yes, it's going to be made out of metal, so it's going to be sturdy. But I just thought, what's the benefit of having the sort of the big gap? Why not just have it just like the original Switch? Or the original OLED. But yeah, that was a design choice on their part. But I just think, yeah, it could have been. It just seems they've taken a step back with regards to that design. And then obviously we got a lot more insight into the docking station as well. So obviously the new docking station is going to have built-in cooling, designed to cool the console as well, which, yeah, it's probably to be expected with the fact that we're not that we have any sort of tech specs on the console itself, but we are expecting a significant leap with regards to the tech specs on the console. So yeah, that's another interesting one. The fact as well that the new dock is functionally, apart from the sort of the cooling side of it, looks pretty much the same as the OLED dock. It's obviously just redesigned and a much more curvy, shall we say. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it is exclusive that you can only use the Switch 2 dock with the Switch 2, or if there is some backwards compatibility with other hardware and accessories. So obviously, like, can we use an OLED Switch, for example, with the Switch 2? I will probably hazard a guess and say no, because the docks are pretty much fixed. But things like the Pro controllers, so I think I mentioned it during the presentation. So it'd be interesting to see whether the Pro controllers will actually work across platform, or now that I'm basically getting a Switch 2, I've got to then buy a new Pro controller. So yeah, I'll be interested to see with that. And then equally, will go the other way. So if, for example, if I pick up the GameCube controller, can I then use it with my original Switch, or will it be a Switch 2 exclusive piece of hardware? So yeah, there's still loads of questions around the Switch 2, its accessories, and yeah, just it seems to be that every time they put out a new presentation on the Switch 2, we get a couple of questions answered, but then a lot more left unanswered. So yeah, hopefully over the next couple of months we're going to see. Now they have got some hands-on presentations coming up. I think they've got one up in London in about 2 weeks' time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get up for that, which I'm a bit gutted about, because I would have liked to have got up there to see that. But yeah, it's an interesting. I'm excited for it. Let's just say that I'm excited for the Switch 2. I have still got a lot of questions around it, as I've just said. But yeah, still very excited to pick one up. And yeah, I'll do my best to get one on launch. But with that said, that is going to wrap up today's video. So let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of the Switch 2? What did you think of the presentation? And have you got any concerns around sort of the things that they have announced today? So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.